I got this Ricoh KR10 by accident at an antique store, and it's in great shape. It came with a 50mm lens, 50mm f2. The main difference, at least there are four major differences between this camera and others that I'm familiar with. It doesn't have a depth of field preview. It doesn't have an exposure lock switch. It doesn't have a mirror lockup, and it doesn't have a window back here where you can put the type of film, the cardboard for the type of film that you have in the back. Aside from that, it has everything that you should need for a film camera, and it's partly mechanical. Let me start with that actually. So this X here means it can shoot without batteries at 1/90th of a second. So there's no battery in here now, and it can still fire. But if you put it in any other shutter speed, it will fire, but the mirror will stay locked up, which is not ideal. So you got to put it back in X, and then it can still fire, which is good. And you can lock it. So it says wound. That red dot is not exposed. So if it's not exposed, it's locked. You can't expose the film, which is great. Unlike the Nicomat that I have, FT2 that I have, even in this position, it's not locked. So that's good that it has a mechanical shutter that you don't need a battery to operate it. And you can change the ASA or ISO here. Press this button and you can lift this up. You can see the different ISO values. ISO values there. 12 all the way to 3200. To 3200. And let's look on the inside. Oh, actually on the back, on the bottom, there's some metal contacts. You can put a winder back on here, some powered battery winder back here to wind the film automatically. And you release it the usual way by pulling this up. And it's in great shape. Look at that. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Just in great shape. And I also got, didn't come with this though, but I got this 135 f2.8 lens. This is a unique lens because it has a lens hood that's a part of the lens itself. So it retracts just like this, which is awesome. All right, and that's the only other wonderful thing about this. But it seems like it's in great shape. All right, now this is actually a hot shoe that works with a flash, and I got a flash for it too. I just realized that a regular Sony hot shoe cover fits great in here. So I have a couple of these hanging around. I'm just gonna protect this, but I'll show you the flash just now. And the beautiful thing is this flash works even if there's no battery in the camera. You power it by 4 AA batteries. And it's pretty straightforward. The only two buttons on here are two switches. One is for automatic, one is for manual. And that's the on-off switch. That's pretty funny to hear. And it will illuminate once it's charged and ready. Still winding up. And there's a test button right here. I also have something I could cover this with, I'm gonna get that. Still winding up. All right, so the light is illuminated. It's gonna be bright. It still works. And this camera was released or introduced in 1980, and it still works. That's great. All right, so there's no battery in here, no battery at all. And once this is connected, there's a light that illuminates in the viewfinder. Not sure if you could see that. Yeah, right there. Oh, look at that. That's just great. just fantastic. I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna put a diffuser on here. I have a diffuser that can fit on here just to soften the light a little bit because it's a little blinding. But that's just fantastic. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit. Just fantastic. I actually like these old cameras, man. There's a couple things I'm gonna do with it before I start using it. I am gonna get the same type batteries to go in here. Get a cover I can put on this. I think I have one laying around somewhere. Get a cover I can put on this also. And I bought some light seal replacement, but these don't look like they're in bad shape at all. I don't think. I look at them, they seem like they're in good shape. I still might try to clean them out and put some fresh ones in there. And that's it. I am very, very happy with this. I paid $40 for this camera. There was a lot of complaints about the light meters on here. When I first got it, the light meter wasn't working. It could have been because I put an old battery in it. I'm not sure. But it seems to be working fine now. And I'm very, very pleased with this. This is awesome. All right. So when I shoot the first roll, I'll load them on here on YouTube just to show what it looks like. Cool.